We're live. We're recording. Just in case this gets interesting.
Are you really?
Why not?
Oh, alright.
You should have recorded Shroud.
Oh my god, no. I would have to, like... That Strahd snuff film, people would have probably sued me for defamation for posting that piece of crap. We haven't had a Trollcast in a little bit, so...
We'll have the Trollcast when Iron becomes a Warforged single weapon fighting barbarian.
I think the single weapon fighting barbarian is a little bit gay.
I think you just randomly strung
It's like you know, in your offhand, you're holding your own balls in your wife's purse.
The single target DPS would be pretty awesome. And I think I'd probably have around 4,000 to 4,000. I'd probably have around Rage. I'd probably be around 3,000 hit points and 2,000 temporary hit points.
You gotta be breaking 3,000 hit points because I can almost get there.
Yeah.
Not on this girl, but when I get
That's
jumped back up the cap.
3,000 hit points with 2,000 temporary hit points.
An illusionary image of a familiar
Oh, yeah.
figure appears before you. There you are, says Eritrea.
Probably close to 300 PRR plus a 10% damage mitigation on top of it. It'll be fucking sexy as hell.
The image of Eritrea's vanishes.
Seraphimia Sweet Silk Celestia. That's a pretty name.
Oh.
Speech it's like 90% female, eh?
Yeah.
It's a rumor I keep hearing. I don't know if it's true.
But it is. I ran with 10 of them the other day. It was just all girl voices, like from.
User joined your channel.
Why is everybody way over here?
Because we're in a Shroud. Actually, it has something to do with it. We were jumping channels.
We're in a drunk R1 strong.
By the way, we are recording, so just say whatever you want to say when you want to say it, but just keep in mind this could wind up on YouTube if it turns out to be entertaining.
No personal pronouns.
Junk's a shithead.
Well, yeah, that's the
I
count.
second that.
That's all I had to say.
Is that what makes it
That's my
official?
contribution for the future. Alright, I'm going back to the base channel where I can be a noob in my little level 10 quests.
What are you doing, Fury?
You can hang out with us. It's
Little
fine.
level 10 quests.
Well, as in, did you do naughty things in TR?
No, I ran out of boxes and I went to a dinner party. So I did not do much tonight. Although I did make some pudding shots. Is that the right word for it?
You're like 15. You're drinking pudding shots.
They weren't Jello shots. They were more like mousse shots. You take pudding, you mix it with vodka and Bailey's, then you mix it with a whole lot of friggin' whipped cream, and then you put them in. Well, they weren't shot glasses. They're about half a cup each. Man, they were good.
I think that's what the priests used to give us to get us in the mood.
Does your butt hurt every time you drink mousse now?
Only from the antlers.
I don't even know what hit me that time.
I miss playing real casters. I need to convert little junk soon.
Yes, you do.
Flicker into being, disgorging more infernal troops.
Why did everybody get a damn curse removal except for me?
I know, I drank a pot.
Yeah, some other monks are moving it. That was probably a rising.
God damn it!
Is that Pat dying again?
Yeah.
Pat,
What's going on? Oh, I fucking snuck up behind me. I wasn't watching behind.
We need to get Pat the little junk gear set for a Pale Master.
What good am I to you in a backpack?
So I went to a dinner party, and both the other husbands over there were in their 70s.
oh, that's so
No.
terrible.
And I was trying to explain video games. And they kept making references to chess as their understanding. Oh yeah, I once had this chess game that was really complex. I'm like, you don't understand. Pretend you can make the pawns anything you want, but you have to get them back and forth across the board 700 times.
That's DDO. It's
kinda DDO.
DRing.
That's what I just said. That was the way I tried to explain DDO to people in their 70s. And he just totally didn't get it.
Try lawn mowing. Try explaining like you have to mow the lawn, but then you have to do it again and again and again and again every couple weeks.
You have to mow the lawn with scissors.
No, I tried to explain to him, no, if you get the pawn to the other side, you don't get to make it a queen, but it's 0.001% better than it was before. If you do this 742 times, it becomes a queen.
I probably wouldn't have talked about sports.
Hey, they were the ones that brought up chess. I don't think either of them watch sports.
Oh.
Talk about like diapers and retirement and shit.
70-year-olds aren't old enough to be shitting themselves.
Yeah, neither one of them are in homes other than the ones they bought when they're in their 40s.
I'm not even 40 and I shit myself. I can't imagine what I'm going to be doing when I'm 70.
Oh, that's funny as hell. So the one guy in there, he's like 73 right now. On his 70th birthday, we went to Costco and bought one of those big size and a half Jägermeisters that they have because he told me how much he liked Jaeger. And I went and I bought myself the 5th and a half of tequila.
Good am I to you in a backpack?
And he's trying to match me shot for shot on his 70th birthday. And I weigh about 300 pounds and he weighs maybe a buck and a half.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
By the end of the night, he said he was literally going to shit his bed because he couldn't get up to go to the bathroom. And I walked home sober as hell.
See, now that's fucking funny. I remember when it would be my sophomore year in college because my brother was still there with us. And we came home for Thanksgiving. And my dad whips out the Jack. And we go drink for drink with my father. That's my older brother and I.
Too quick.
My dad gets so hammered drunk that he starts stumbling and eventually passes out and throws up in his chair. And my brother and I are completely fine. My mother looks at us and goes, "Explain that."
It's a family bonding moment.
No, the fact that we drank enough that our dad was almost dying and we were totally okay just showed how much of a tolerance we built up in college.
I could just see this on your freaking family Christmas cards, the junk family Christmas, your father's passed out on the floor.
Well, okay, it's funny. My brother, I mean, we still have a tolerance. We barely drink anymore, but in college, oh my God. It was almost like we were on a mission from God every weekend.
Blues Brothers.
Good, that's the exact reference. Drinking like a mission from God. It's paraphrasing the Blues Brothers reference.
I don't know why, and I know it's cliche, but I've always had an extremely high tolerance to alcohol. I could put a lot of it away before it starts hitting me.
Oh, not anymore. If I have like one good ounce, I mean, I'm not gonna get drunk, but I'll start to feel buzzed like a good big whiskey glass on the rocks. I mean, not like the prime age of Strat, you weren't here during the alcoholic years of junk.
No, I was not.
There was literally like a 3-4 year period. There was a 3-4 year period where I was hammered drunk every night playing this game. But then I developed a taste for more expensive alcohol. And when you're drinking rum, you can get drunk every night for what it costs to feed one of Sally Struthers' orphans.
Oh yeah, you're exactly right.
Once you get and acquire a taste for like good whiskey and
if you want
scotch
good
and
whiskey.
stuff like that, dude, it's very funny. Is improving my taste in alcohol cured me of alcoholism.
My scotch of choice is a $9 bottle. It's fucking good though.
I switched back to bourbon because you can get phenomenally good bourbon for $40, but the scotch you get for $40 isn't that good. Really funny, like a friend of mine, when he went to quit smoking, he got hypnotized, and he said the hypnotism didn't work. Blah 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 blah. But he quit smoking because he just realized that it's like, you know, if I can spend $400 to get hypnotized to quit smoking, maybe it's time that I just quit smoking. And so I asked him, are you sure that wasn't the subliminal message that the hypnotist put in your head?
Which is could be.
Oh, lag.
What good am I to you in a backpack?
Remind me, what is Death House?
That's a second. This is the first quest after the missed quest in Brave
Oh,
Law.
yeah, okay, I know now.
Monster in the basement.
It smells.
Yes, claim the spoils of victory. Then let's move on. There are more
Yeah, little
heads
kid.
to bash.
I died
feel
4
it.
fucking times.
I don't know. I can't see the death count. So, what's your PRR on that hooker?
Oh, she's got shit PRR.
Okay. With the little junk gear set, you'll be well over 100 with like no past lives. And dude, I absolutely have developed the perfect ghetto gear set for a Pale Master, and we will get it for you.
Does it involve a slaver set?
Yes, it does. But it's a very ghetto slaver set.
Is this psychic guy seriously hitting on Sarah? That's kind of. Aren't you not supposed to hit on the barmaids, and bartenders?
They're in the same guild.
I think she's the guild leader.
Ruins seem almost peaceful.
Seraphim or psychic?
But
Seraphima, isn't she leader?
Yeah, she's guild leader, yes.
Yeah, so basically none of you fuckers are allowed to hit on me either, even if I'm playing a female team.
Yes, because that's been a problem in the past.
Right, yeah.
I've had naked pictures sent to me from guildies. Female guildies even.
Oh, yeah, Star. But
Not
she's-
Star. I'm not saying who, but it wasn't. I'm not saying who it was, but I refuse Star's pictures.
The Star was a girl in our guild that sent out naked pictures to everybody and then complained when somebody said she looked fat.
But she was fat and
Well-
disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I rather fuck Roseanne Barr.
The smaller the party, the
At least you
more
can say
glory
Roseanne
we
Barr had
receive.
experience.
Have I completely lost my fucking mind? Where the hell am I? Oh wow, I was
Some
going
old
on.
friends are here to see you, gloats the devil leader. You're not the only one who knows about resurrection.
I'm glad to see other
magic, after
people
all.
die. Is that wrong of me?
Glad to see someone else die.
So when we
Totally
do the
okay.
crystal, you're gonna come to do the crystal also, and you're trying to prismatic spray it as well.
Okay.
I don't like it when people make public excuses why they died. Must have interrupted my meld.
It's lag.
I always blame it on lag. Come on, it's always lag.
Legends will be told.
When I got a blitz going, we gotta hit on things. Besides guild leaders.
You just said you can't hit on guild leaders.
Aha. Touche.
You beat me by half a second.
Like I know the voice never sounds the same as the
As the looks.
I am just as sexy as I sound in real life.
Dude, anybody that plays video games has to be fat. Nobody can be this sedentary for
No,
that
there's-
long.
Foxy was pretty good looking back in the time.
Define
Aged
fat.
it, but
I'm fat. I don't deny it.
But define it.
Out of shape.
I'm not out of shape.
Walk without passing out.
Oh, no, I can do that.
Look, man, I was running half marathons for the last decade.
Oh, Pat?
Yeah, if you weren't playing video games, you'd be running whole.
Even Die had to quit the fucking game to get back in shape.
Are we just slaughtering them because they reset as thingies, or?
Ruda wasn't fat.
Just stay in there, Junk. I'll just heal.
The exception just proves the rule, guys.
Now, then again, he had cancer shit.
The 90% of the people that are playing this game at our level.
See, he had to get cancer to stay in shape.
He had cancer to stay in shape.
That's a wonderful thing about being a shitlord. You're allowed to make jokes about stuff like that. If I claimed to be a moral person, I wouldn't be able to.
I have no idea
Just
what
call
that
yourself a
was.
shitlord?
Yeah.
Where did that term come from?
It's an online term for just like an asshole. It's shitlord's like the shitlord's like the opposite of a social justice warrior. You don't virtue signal, you vice signal. Like, you know, I'm the kind of person, I literally have the Special Olympics threaded on Facebook so I can laugh.
The Special Olympics disturbs me.
It is kind of freaky.
Okay, I'm
It's,
heading up to
it's
the
kind
top
of
there.
like the exploitation of
All those retards on
yeah.
one single.
For where the hell did this portable hamstorm come from?
It's a proc.
Can that happen from Colors of the Queen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The first time I've ever seen it happen. I'm not touching it. I'm gonna let one of the noobs I'm running with touch it. Hey, it made a big boom when it exploded. Nobody died
yeah.
though.
Did I throw away my potions of wonder? Here we go.
there you go.
They're separating. Mighty falls before your onslaught.
A potion of wonder gave me aid. That's crap. Do it again.
I thought you got AIDS from all those hookers in Thailand.
Matsi, the Ubilena, the Infernal. Nimrisa, the Ruthless.
All those hookers in Thailand, they had to carry around state-issued little pamphlets that
Nice.
stated that they were tested for.
Nice prismatic spray there,
Nice
Pat.
job.
Yeah. That was
You
nice.
see, you did have to bring your shitty thrower.
Air Force.
Very nice, guys.
And you get to check their little books on demand.
Right. Yep.
Yes, yes. Claim the spoils of victory.
Just being born in New Jersey, we built up an immunity to VD many years ago.
Feel it.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
I somehow believe that.
I must be, with the things I did in my 20s that I'm still not affected by.
I
And
remember
I'm
one.
so happy social media wasn't around in my late
Oh
teens.
my god.
Yeah,
God,
that would've been-
yes.
that would've
And
been
cell
terrible.
phones with cameras.
Dude, I'm glad I did all the dumb shit I did before everyone carried a video camera in their pocket.
A gateway leading to the next challenge appears before
Oh,
you.
but I wouldn't have done it. I would not have stuck my dick inside that trunk if there was people taking. Okay, wait. I'm gonna reverse that. I do have a picture of it, but it's a Polaroid picture, not a video, not a soft.
That's fucking badass. I'm sorry. You got a Polaroid picture of it.
I have a Polaroid picture of you fucking an elephant.
How else are you possibly gonna make that claim and then back it up? How are you gonna be able to do that?
Okay, is there any way you can redact this, like scan it and black out your face? Maybe black out the elephant's face so we don't have to identify the elephant either.
There's not a big old strat schlong inside the elephant. That's not what the picture is.
What is you guys cuddling afterwards?
Coming up the west.
Both of us having a cigarette afterwards.
My range damage is so embarrassing, and I'm gonna put this film on fucking YouTube.
See, I'm hitting for 81.
Well, I'm hitting for like 376 on arrows or whatever, but I do have a 15 stack of archers focus and a 9 stack of blitz.
Oh yeah, I don't have blitz. Yeah, okay.
I hit blitz because I knew otherwise our range damage is shit, and this crystal's got to come down eventually.
Oh yeah, where's our local thrower?
Here now.
Back to the repeater.
For example, the donkey show, I don't think they can do the donkey show anymore because every sick fuck would be recording it. They lose their.
Oh yeah. You're right.
I don't think they do it anymore. Or at least, you know, they take away your phones.
You gather a vial
Recording
of
devices.
lunar dew
Oh,
from
for
the
example,
north
the little porn shop, the porn house, the porn theater, whatever the hell it was, the live porn theater in Australia, they specifically said no phones, no cameras, no nothing. Actually, there weren't phones.
You would have to allow that.
They said no photography whatsoever because they did live sex on the show.
Just like in the,
On the theater. They pulled, and that was one of those pass-fail grades.
Yeah.
It pulled people from the audience, start boning you right there on the damn stage.
Is that what you fucked the kangaroo?
Better security than the situation in the White House.
They did that in the Nipa Hut in the Philippines too. It was pretty famous for that.
I thought it was fascinating.
Yeah, they actually pulled me on stage one night, and when I wasn't fast enough, she had something hidden in her panties, which she was holding in her hands, and she squeezed it and it squirted up.
Oh, I gave you a little enema, like for your prostate?
No, it squirted up in the air, so it looked like I got off.
Oh.
So they had like a time limit. If you didn't shoot in 3 minutes, fuck it, we're gonna make it look like you shot and move on to the next guy.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Around here, we just have sports bars. Did you guys watch The Sopranos?
I did
watched
not.
most of them.
I think I was away. I don't think I was in the States.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, anyway, because I basically live there in that area. Like, I drive by where the Bada Bing was every day when I go to work. And I remember when the scene where Ralphie killed the whore, as he used to say, we made the word whore a two-syllable word.
A good rest.
We went to the Bada Bing parking lot to look for that guardrail where he slammed her head against it to pay our respects. I knew where the Soprano house was. It's in North Caldwell, New Jersey. Because my old boss used to live a block away from there. And on multiple occasions, I've had pilgrimages where I took people there and just drove outside just to show them where it was.
Didn't he die recently?
Gandolfini died a couple years ago, yeah. He was just, fat and Italian.
Fat, Italian, and old, and full of pasta.
Yep.
He was in Italy when he died, wasn't he?
And cocaine, I think, but don't remember specifically.
Holy shit, that was loud.
Oh my god, I used Discord for the first time for voice chat today, and I forgot to turn it down. And it almost blew my goddamn eardrums out.
Oh, from Tony putting on that fucking music.
Dude, they were...
Zombie on Discord.
Dude, they set up...
It looks like another raid channel.
They got a Galanda rating Discord they set up, which is kind of a good idea.
Yeah.
But they also have a TeamSpeak channel.
It's for basically on the only raids.
Oh.
It's not a bad idea to have like a whatever. I mean, Discord's okay. It's basically like TeamSpeak on steroids. I'm grazing on something retarded.
Grazing on a 4.
I'll be checking the combat log after this.
Dude, I finished this whole fucking quest, and these people are still on the guild
I
ship.
hit on a 5, grazing on a 4.
What's your to hit?
Plus 116.
160?
Oh, 116.
Go to combat, see where I'm grazing. Roll 7 on a 143. I miss. What the fuck? Roll 5, 144, graze. 7 on a 144, graze.
Oops, I did something bad to my combat log.
I think I got loot in the damn combat log, so that's all fucked up when these morons open chests. I think there's something fucking broken with my character, because I just should not be.
Patrick, what level is your other guy?
11. Yeah, 11.
Shit, I still
Took
got
loot off that channel. Yeah, 7. I was grazing on a 7. I'm plus 144 to hit.
I hit on a 5.
With 116 to hit?
Yes.
Fucking explain that to me. That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, there's something not right.
That should be impossible if you're hitting on a 116 and I'm missing on a with 144 to hit.
Did Devs ever answer your?
Shut up.
Round?
Don't want to out me on the forums.
Yeah. I just thought about that. I completely forgot your.
No, it's okay. It's just, you know, if the hit made sense in this game, it wouldn't bug me so much. But there's something clearly broken when that's going on.
Pages appears before it. You find yourself in the very center of the Shroud, face to face with a Rakshasa from the Lords of Dust. You killed the Pit Fiend?
Is this like just band camp? Oh, there's one other.
I'm afraid it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're the only ones in this channel.
I don't care.
The ritual is
I thought he said he was
Oh,
recording.
but I'm recording this.
Yeah, he's recording and posting.
Eritrakos was only a footnote in any case. Growls the Rakshasa.
It's totally okay about bestiality committed in foreign countries.
Plan for each one.
But don't
It's planned
expose.
forever on. For each
Don't expose anyone's forum account.
to me. The only thing written there about you deals with your destruction, I'm afraid.
But we do, if you do it, you should give us a picture of the elephant. Just black you out completely, but we want to see the elephant.
It's not. There's not a strap schlong there. There's not.
The thing I need.
Yeah, we still don't want to see your face either. Think about this. What would be easier to identify, your schlong or your face?
I don't fucking know.
Can we avoid identifying either? Is that a choice?
Possible. Whoa.
I'm sure Strat's a nice guy and all, but don't necessarily want to see him in certain circumstances.
I think the elephant dated him for his money.
I probably owe that elephant child support somehow, don't I?
We're not sure if it was female.
Oh yeah, that's right. I still don't know. All I know is it was a baby. It was a baby elephant.
It's not just bestiality, it's bestiality.
Yeah.
It might be pedo-homo bestiality. We're not sure.
Just not sure. I wasn't wise enough to look at underneath an elephant to see where all of its units were.
So that brings us back to Junk's
So you
question.
didn't check?
If you get a handy from a transvestite, but you thought it was female, are you gay?
No, because you didn't know. That's not even a question.
I'm thinking if you're running around getting handies from strangers, you're probably gay or worse.
So it's like you know anything about quantum mechanics? How things only matter if they're observed. You have to observe that it's male for it to be gay. If you don't know,
Well, what if you get a gay guy to shave his upper lip? It feels like a woman, doesn't it?
if you know it's a man, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you know it's a man, it's gay. If you don't know it's a man, it's not gay.
You don't want to make it feel like a woman.
Then you get them some secret
Wait, what about
deodorant.
the transgender girl that's going to be in Supergirl?
She's better looking than most of the weird women I've shagged. I don't know what to say.
Pretty hot. He's pretty damn hot.
I don't know what to say. What if it's better looking than the real women you shagged? That's a
I can guarantee you.
And now you guys know what it was like having that Katoi in Thailand. It was better looking than all of the women.
you know what? I'm not gonna judge. Don't care.
In some way, shape, or form, I kind of wish I wouldn't have figured. I kind of wish.
Like, look at Pat. Pat just got fucked by a rust monster. Do we judge him? No.
But I wasn't asking for it.
I kind of wish that Katoi was post-op. That way, I wouldn't have felt so bad. But now,
What's a Katoi?
Lady boy.
lady man.
No, okay.
He had an almost incident with a lady boy in Thailand. Almost.
So this reminds me of a military story, if you guys are interested.
Absolutely.
So my best friend in the military, I'm going to give a little bit of background really quick. Best friend in the military is a black guy, and he was the 13th of 13 children to a single set of parents. So these weren't mixed relationship parents or anything like that.
As in, like a nuclear family.
Correct, but that exploded. They had 13 freaking kids. And the father was like a truck driver.
We'll call that a thermonuclear family.
Yeah. So I guess he was away from the home so often that the mother was pretty much the dominant person in their parental unit.
Disciplinarian.
Yeah. So anyway, this poor guy, and I've got 3 stories with him, 2 that are funny and one's just, well, why the hell not? So we're going out and, paintball, I mean, back before laser tag and things like that. The military would have a place you could rent paintball gear. And they had a back gate in the Philippines for Clark Air Base. It basically opened directly into the jungle. And the jungle had these trees, but they were 98% water, so if you hit it with a machete, the whole tree basically toppled over. You could chop through 8-inch trees with a single blow. So we got our machetes, we got our little paint guns, we're running around through here. We had 2 sets of teams, and the guy that I'm with, I'm sneaking up behind somebody else, and my buddy is with me, and I'm trying to flank one of the other guy's team that doesn't see me. And I keep trying to get my buddy's attention so we can cross fire and hit this guy. And my buddy's just standing there straight up and everything. And this other guy's kind of turning and coming towards us. And I'm going, get fucking down, get down. And my buddy's just fucking ignoring me, just standing there, rock still. And I get pissed and I walk over to him. Of course, I get nailed by the other team trying to get to him, and I didn't get a clear shot. To find out what my buddy is just standing in the middle of this freaking jungle for. There is a fucking cobra 4.5 feet up, fully hooded, 6 foot in front of my buddy. And he's not moving a fucking inch. And I didn't see it till I was like right next to him. So I come up, I freeze. I don't know what the fuck to do with this cobra. So I hit my buddy on the back to try to shake him out of it. And he beelines it back to his room. He literally sprints about 3 fucking miles to his barracks, and he locks himself in his room. The second time we go out together, And I have no fucking clue what this is. There's nothing like this recorded in the Philippines. We had not been drinking. I swear on a stack of Bibles this happened. But both of us are walking back from work to our barracks. We worked in the same place. Our barracks were in the same place. And in the back side of the barracks, they had these platforms that looked like if they had put banisters on them, they would be back porches like apartments have, only they were just cement shelves with no banisters and no doors to get to them. They were just funny looking. But we're walking back and we noticed somebody left this statue of a really big fucking cat. It was like bigger than a lynx. So we walk up, cool, I'm gonna grab that. And as we got within like 25 foot of this, it literally jumps up to the second story on one of these ledges. And he makes a beeline to his bunking. And it's like a few months.
Oh, man.
2 episodes. But this guy won't leave
Did you
his
forget your
fucking...
fish sir?
I ran out.
Oh.
Oh, he must be on the dick.
Could have made sure of that too.
So this guy won't leave his room for, honestly, a week. The NCO could not get him out of the room. They finally had to call a shrink and talk him down, basically. And he calmed down enough. He says, no more fucking wildlife. We're only going to go to town. So we go downtown. And in the Philippines, basically, all the bars are set up and monitored by the Air Force because the VD was so rampant out there. They basically said if the girls don't get checked up and get their little booklet filled out and stamped that they had been cleared of VD, the Air Force was going to mark that bar as off limit to Air Force personnel, which basically meant the death of the bar.
Yep, that's
so
right.
Everybody was very, very careful to get their girls cleaned up. So we're bar hopping. Drinks are a nickel a piece.
Yep, that's right.
And we get all the bars have this bandana thing that you can buy with the bar name on it. So we're collecting the bandanas and tying them around our legs. So I know about how many drinks I had by the time this happened. It's about 30 of these bandanas are tied around my legs. And my buddy's with me. And for whatever reason, I had picked up some little girl on bar number 17, and we were having a good time. He decided... So to take a girl out, you had to pay a fine to the bar.
That's right.
$10.
Yep, that sounds just like Thailand. That's funny.
Yeah. Well, they're run by the same people.
Right.
So you pay the bar a $10 bar fine, and what this does is releases the girl from work for the night. So she gets to go home with you and all that. She goes back to the bar the next day. She gets $5. The bar gets $5. You get laid. Everybody's happy. So... $10, and even in 1984, this is freaking cheap. He decides he's going to pick up this pretty little thing that's been following us around for the last 5 or 6 bars, but isn't associated with any bar. So he gets to take her home for free, and he says it's better because he's not paying for her, therefore she's willing to go with him simply because it's him, and he's just so animal magnetism that he attracted this girl, right?
Just like he tracks cobras and mountain lions. But yes.
This guy's got the worst fucking luck. So we're at bar number like 39 or something after this, and we're pretty fucking sloshed. And we're in the back booth making out with these girls. And all of a sudden, my buddy starts screaming at the top of his lungs, not making any sense at all. He gets up, and he's like trapped in the bar behind me and his girlfriend. So he jumps up on the table and runs out, once again sprinting for his fucking room. And I have no clue what's going on. I'm drunk off my ass. He's drunk off his ass. The girls are drunk off their ass. And so I get up to go out and follow him out to see what's going on. And I noticed that he had the girl's knickers around her ankles, and there was a whole lot more equipment there than should have been there. So he had been kissing on this girl for 5 or 6 bars. I mean, really making out with her before going for third base and finding out there's a ball and bats already there.
You see, this is why Donald Trump is a wise man. Because if you just grab him by the pussy when you first walk up, you don't have to worry about that.
That's true.
That was the funniest fucking thing. And again, he refused to like leave the base for 3 months after that. And the funny thing is, and I'm not really
Snakes in the jungle will do that.
I'm not really a group participant, but I've been known to not be a stickler on that point either. And he had this gorgeous fucking girlfriend. I mean, she was drop dead gorgeous. And she had a fixation with two guys at once. And he kept trying to talk me into this. And I kept saying, there's too much of a possibility of fucking skin contact. So for 3 months running, it was him begging me to try this out. He was like, well, do it doggy style. You'll be on one end, I'll be on the other. And I'm like, eye contact's a real mood killer here, buddy.
If you wore like Blues Brothers sunglasses.
What's that? There you go.
Yeah, you could have worn welder's glass.
If you both wore like burkas so you couldn't see each other's faces.
But it reminded me, every time I see that skit from Key and Peele, where they're doing the hula hoop thing, I don't know if you've ever seen that, where they're both like sweating and their chests are bared. It looks like they're fucking some girl, and it turns out they're both doing hula hoops. But every time I see that, I think of this guy trying to convince me to screw his girlfriend with him. And it wasn't so much the homophobia thing, but it was also one of those things like, how do you really look the girlfriend in the eye as a serious girlfriend for your buddy after you fucked her with him?
That's a darn good question, and that's a good time to end our broadcast. To Troll out.